This is a Boardwalk Audio podcast.
Hey, whiners, are you guys sick of hearing everyone talk about their favorite shows on HBO? And you're like, but I don't have HBO, you guys. Like, this isn't fair.
We've got free HBO for you.
You guys, we straight up are giving you some free HBO.
Via Amazon.
Via Amazon. It's like this weird mashup of Amazon and HBO.
Yeah, you can get your HBO on Amazon, and they have a free trial, and you get, like, unlimited access to everything.
But if you want some free HBO, all you have to do is go to boardwalkaudio/Amazon HBO.
BoardwalkAudio.com.
Okay, guys. If you guys don't know that your web
out.
addresses need .com, okay, http://www. No, seriously. If you guys don't know about .com, you got to get on it.
Yeah, then you're probably not going to figure out how to work HBO or Amazon. So presumably you know anyway.
True, and you probably don't actually have friends that would care if you watch
well,
HBO
then you
or not.
really need HBO to entertain yourself.
Oh, hey, do you want friends? Do you need friends?
Get it by getting
get free HBO.
Yeah.
Here, what's the website again?
The website you can get a free 7-day trial HBO by going to boardwalkaudio.com // I can talk.
Oh, she's drunk already, guys. She's drunk.
We're sitting in Covell. I haven't had a sip.
Mm-hmm.
Boardwalkaudio.com / Amazon HBO.
Okay, it's Amazon HBO. They got to put that in.
Yeah.
Okay, so Boardwalk Audio, Amazon HBO.
And then if you decide to go forward with it, you get unlimited access to anything HBO for only $14.99 a month.
What if this was just HBO from the Amazon?
Wow.
What if that's what this was?
What
if that's what we were slinging here?
Going down the river.
It's just a bunch of, like, rainforests and, like, killer spiders.
I mean, it would be... Oh, I was about to say it'd be very relaxing, just all the rain sounds.
No.
But then you get... spiders.
The Amazon is out to kill you.
Oh.
The Amazon is not your friend.
No, I didn't
HBO
know.
is your friend, but Amazon is out to kill you.
Yeah, the Amazon, the website is friendly. Amazon, the area might kill you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm talking about the place.
Okay. I mean, my dad went there once. He was okay, but I'm sure he encountered terror at every bend.
Yeah, so go there, guys. Check it out. Get your free HBO. Get it.
Get it.
Bye.
I just drink wine.
Welcome to the wine situation. Oh, you went so dark at the end.
I'm working on my baritone notes.
That was good. That was good.
Because, you know, I'm a trained tenor. I didn't know if you know that about me.
You're a trained tenor.
I'm a tenor, but I don't really have a good low quality.
Low register.
So I want to, like, really accentuate that. I want to work on that.
Okay. Well, I'll make a note of that next time.
Yeah, let me know if you have any feedback. You know, you can leave it in my comment section. www.Shaughn.com.
.com, yes. That is Shaughn Buckles. I'm Ellen Clifford.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Welcome to The Wine Situation. It's a show that pairs people's wines with an H.
With the wines without.
Yep.
This has become a rhythm of ours. We always start it. I'm like,
it.
I know. We're an established show. We're like almost up to 30 episodes.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting rhythms. We're getting.
Does it still feel fresh, though, Alan? Is it still fresh? Are the people still...
Everything but the sex, Shaughn. Everything but the sex is super fresh.
That's not the first time I've heard that. My sex gets real stale.
Oh, God.
Yep. Nope. Anyway, so we feel qualified not because we're
sex experts.
Sex experts, it's at least sexually harassing each other. We passed the quartermaster's level 1 test.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and I helped open Bar Covell with Dustin and Matthew, and
you worked for Greg Condes.
Worked for Greg Condes Wines.
I've got a WSET advanced degree, Wine and Spirit Educational Trust. So you're in good hands.
You're in good hands.
We even got fan mail this week.
Oh, who said something?
Hannah Perkins wrote us. Hannah Perkins. She says she's up in San Francisco, and she writes a really cool blog called Pour Decisions, like P-O-U-R.
Oh.
She likes a good pun. I like this girl.
I'm into a pun.
Yeah.
Is this about, like, bad decisions in cooking?
It's about wine.
Oh, just kidding.
Like what you're pouring.
Yeah. Hannah Perkins, look out. I'm going to research you.
Watch out, Hannah. We are going to be up in San Fran looking for you.
Yeah, I'm up there a lot, actually, because I'm from up there, so you know that.
And I'm going to tag along so I can drink.
Yeah, I'm going to bring Ellen up there. She just pack her in my suitcase. Because you guys don't know this, Ellen is a contortionist. Not only is she a goth, Yes.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Got
Down,
it in right out
down.
of the gate. Ellen is a goth, but she's also a contortionist.
Amateur, but
A goth torsionist.
I'm a goth torsionist. I weave webs with my legs. Okay.
What's your hip sip tip, Ellen? What did
This
you
is
drink
why
this
the
week?
sex never gets stale with me. Okay. I've got to stop. So we're only beginning. Okay. My hip sip tip is I went to. Shaughn,
I was
laughing at
I was
me.
leering at her a minute.
Oh God! I drank some Canadian wine.
Whoa.
I was at the double gold tour for the San Francisco International Wine Competition. They had a tasting at
Cool.
Republique of all their winners. There were a few Canadian things, and there was this Poplar Grove, the Legacy, a Bordeaux blend from the Okanagan Valley, and they really put everything in there. It was like they had the Cabernet Sauvignon, they had the Cabernet Franc, they had the Merlot, they had Petit Verdot, they even had Malbec in it. I was like, they were thorough in Canada.
Some big grapes up there.
Thorough wine, and it was delicious.
Hardy grapes in Canada for the
Probably-
hardy winter.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It was really good, though.
Cool. I had the Hexamer Weissherst.
So did I, so he's not lying.
Yeah,
it was
we both
really
had
good.
it. But it's a white wine, but it's a Pinot Noir grape, so it has good acidity to it. It's German.
And you're like, this is almost a rosé, but no, this is a white wine.
Yeah, it was
This is
really
made-
good.
Yeah, it was fascinating.
It was a great balance of like acidity, a little bit of residual sugar.
Yeah.
Just weird, but also delicious. Not too weird where you didn't want to drink it. I was throwing it back.
Not that. I mean, I think our friend Jared Hooper brought it in. Like he started with his like, I'm going to blind you on this, and then we were 2 sips in. He goes, you'll never get it, and pulls out the. I was like, you're right. Never.
Never would have gotten that.
It's true.
Yeah.
But it was really good.
It's terrible building suspense. It's like, here's the answer. Should we intro our guest?
Yeah, let's
we
do
have
it.
an amazing writer in front of us here. He's written on Key and Peele, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's at UCB. He's been here since 2009 at lovely UCB. He has a show that he hosts called Unsigned Hype. It's Phil Augusta Jackson.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I don't do Unsigned Hype anymore,
Just kidding.
but I
Dope.
did it,
I should have cleared that.
and it was super, super fun. It was a fun show. Yeah. I think the first 2 years I was here, I did that show.
You did have a table
Oh,
read
really?
today, though.
I
so.
did have a
You have
table read today.
yeah. Well, I just, I did some Googling.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, I really had fun doing that show. I should ask to do that show sometime.
You should do the show.
Yeah.
Do the show here.
Again, I should do it here again.
Thanks for being here. I've known you for a really long time, but I feel
Yeah.
like I don't know you at all. So this is very exciting. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I feel like this might be the first time I've seen you outside of Covell.
Oh, is it weird?
It's not weird, but it's a weird. I think what's weird is the realization.
I don't think
Have I seen you on the street?
Maybe not.
I haven't seen you in these streets.
Charlie talks about like seeing your teacher outside of school. That's what he
Yeah,
feels like it's seeing me in my street clothes. He's
Yeah.
like, it's so weird. You're like a normal person
Yeah.
who goes to the bank.
There's a hint of that, but also because this is almost feels like another type of this is also isn't real life. Behind the microphone and headphones, we went from like one weird thing to like another weird thing. It's almost more normal. So I think when I do see you on the street, it'll still feel like a fresh
first time.
fresh
And
start.
I
look
think
forward
I
to that.
actually officially met you like a week ago tomorrow, and then I saw you like 3 times in the last week.
I've seen you so much
I
since
know.
then.
I
That's
feel
how
you're
life
my new
goes,
best
though.
friend. You're like, oh, hey, there's
Yeah.
Phil, my old buddy.
Yeah, we're besties
We
now.
go back.
Just
It's
take
true.
Say cheers from across the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give each other the nod.
That's my girl Ellen over there.
That's my boy Shaughn.
How'd you guys meet?
Covell.
We met at Covell
That's
as well.
where everybody meets everybody, apparently.
Yeah, I know. It's usually the place to where people meet.
It's a hub.
Yeah. And she had an idea to do a podcast. We talked about it and kind of worked it out. And we didn't really know each other that well at all. So we've kind of gotten to know each other in this format, which is very bizarre.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Like everything, I'm like, what? Like I just learned her middle name.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Bao.
Bao.
Boughh, like the Bow of a tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Family name. And you are Charles.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Important things. And you're Augusta.
You're
It is
Augusta.
not actually my middle name.
Scandal, you guys.
Scandal.
Oh my God.
Scandals
Story
up
is
in here.
Oh.
Yeah. So
News alert.
we talked a little bit before you guys started the recording, but because my name is Phil Jackson, it's nice because I get an icebreaker like, oh, like the coach, or I'm Phil from Philly. So like it's easy to start conversations. But I think for like professional stuff, I was like, let me not be the other Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
Let me put something in there. And my mom's middle name is Augusta, and she's great. My dad's great too. But I was like, I like the way Augusta rolls off the tongue. So let me go by Phil Augusta Jackson. My real middle name is Anthony.
Oh. Phil Anthony Jackson.
Slight tweak. You know?
Slight tweak.
Just a slight tweak.
Total pass. I'm just going to give you a total pass
Thank
on
you
it
so
right
much.
now. Just
I was
so you know.
looking to
Yeah.
you.
Dramatic
There was
pause,
a beat
though.
there, and I was
There
like, what's he about to say?
And it's a pass.
Awesome. I love it. Ellen?
So God.
What? What's
You gonna let him pass?
He weighed in.
You gonna weigh in?
Are you okay with with my middle name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I
dope.
think it totally rolls off.
She's like, what are we? I don't
was
like this bit. What are we talking about? I refuse to engage in this bit.
I didn't realize I was allowed to like naysay our guest names.
And also I loved,
our next
like-
game. I'm gonna be like, I don't like that
I don't
name.
like that name. Yeah. But then I also like how there was no hesitation when you were like, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Of course.
Live your life.
You be you. You do you.
I'm gonna do me.
You do your thing. Hey, what do you want to whine about?
Okay, so
Or what do you want to talk about?
today I would like to whine about / talk about the show Sex and the City. Now, I know where most people think this is going. I'm a man, I'm a black man, so it's probably like, oh, he's going to whine about his problems with
Yeah, your
Sex and the
complaints.
City. But guess what? Not today.
Yeah.
What?
Not today. I'm here to talk about the value of Sex and the City, the merits of Sex and the City. What I essentially want to whine about is people's distaste or criticism for the show, both for people that have seen it and decided they don't like it, which I can respect, but it's more about people that like haven't seen the show and then make assumptions about what the show actually offers without like actually having checked it out. I think the show is dope. No show is perfect, and I think it annoys me when people are like, when I tell people it's like one of my favorite shows.
I
like
love that
it's
show.
in my
It's a
top
great show.
5. It's in my top 5, and when I tell people that, sometimes the reaction is, oh great, I really like the show too, but sometimes it's like, really? And then people think I'm maybe saying it just to try and be like contrarian
Yeah.
or like, oh, like a
hipster.
conversation starter. I don't even know if I'm a hipster. I do improv, so does that automatically make you a hipster? I can't tell.
Adjacent, at least.
Yeah, Zig says yeah.
Hipster nerd.
Yeah, I'm a hipster. So, but that's not that. This is not one of my hipster attributes.
Oh.
My sister introduced me to this show, I think around 2004.
Oh.
Fell in love with it. She ended up getting me
That's
the
about when I
DVDs for
found out.
Christmas.
Yeah.
So I
Binge
own
watch
seasons
that.
1 through 4 on DVD.
Wow.
And I can't say enough good things. I also love rom-coms, and I have aspirations to like write rom-coms and stuff like that. And I'm like, this show has so many dope things that they talk about. And can we curse on here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go for
Shit
it.
is funny.
Shit's
Shit's
funny.
funny.
Now, do you include
It's
the movies
funny.
in that or just a
I-
TV show?
I do not like the movies.
I liked the first one.
No,
No,
Ellen, I'm sorry. I can't get
I'm
behind
sure
you on
there
that
was
one.
objectable stuff if I remember, but I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
enjoying it.
All right, so I mean, I didn't even think about this. What I could whine about is how dope the show is and how bad the movie is.
Oh, this is true.
It's so bad, in fact, that I refused to see the second one as a
And
fan
you
of the show. How can you
didn't.
go to Dubai? Why are we in Dubai for Sex in the City?
It's almost so ridiculous you have to watch it.
But I didn't. I love the
It's
show
so
so
bad,
much.
you
And
have to watch
the
it.
first one disappointed me so much. I'm in the theater like, man, maybe they waited too long between the end of the show and the movie. But
Yeah.
I have so much love for the show that by the time the movie came around, I had such high hopes. Maybe I set the bar too high. But I think there were just some simple things that they did in the movie. But I don't even know. I feel like this is Hollywood. I shouldn't even be talking about a movie like that. But I love the show.
No, I think
show's
that's totally
so
fine.
good.
The movie. I know a lot of people that did like the movie. But
I liked
think
the first one.
Yeah.
yeah, and I get that, but
I think there's maybe
yeah.
a lot of things
Nostalgic.
that speak to white female, maybe. I don't know.
Well, let's
possibly.
cheers, though,
Yeah,
so we
let's
can
cheers.
get some assuaging of wine.
yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah. What is this?
You're going to find out.
Okay. Ooh,
Oh, wow. Holy cow.
That's really
that's
good.
wine?
That's champagne.
That's champagne.
That is a Grand Cru. What is it?
The Sanger champagne, the Terroir Natal. It's a Blanc de Blanc. It's a Grand Cru champagne. That's right, Grand Cru.
It's called Blanc de Blanc?
It's a Blanc de Blanc. That
It's a
means
Blanc
it's
de Blanc.
100% Chardonnay.
It's the whitest.
It's the
It's the
whitest
whitest wine.
It's the
That's
whitest
actually
wine.
that came to mind.
All right, so here's the thing. So
For
you have
Sex
this
and the
podcast. The guests choose the topic, and then you pick the whitest wine. You guys have a sense of humor. I like it. I like it. It is a very white show, though.
It's a very
That's
white
one
show.
of the one, and we get into that.
Yeah, I started thinking about that because, and we also wanted to do champagne just because I think even the first episode, the one where she sees the bus with someone's painting a dick and they're all on
Yeah.
the street drinking.
Drinking
And
champagne.
I was like,
Yeah.
when do they drink wine? When are they not drinking Cosmos? I'm like, it's always champagne if
Mm-hmm.
it's not Cosmos. So I was going to batch some Cosmos, but we decided that would. I mean,
We almost did Cosmos.
That would have been
almost-
cool. That would have really been a departure for the show.
Exactly,
Yeah,
but
I
we were
mean,
just going to say
we're gonna
fuck
do
it
a
and
cocktail at some
do a
point.
cocktail, yeah.
But-
That's cool.
Going for it.
Just know I would have been behind that, but I'm also behind this. It's a very tasty Blanc de
Glad you're
Blanc.
enjoying it. Yeah.
Blanc de, I just like the name.
Blanc de Blanc.
Blanc de Blanc.
Yeah.
Chanabal.
Yeah, so-
Champagnes can either be Blanc de Blanc, Blanc de Noir, or from both, or
both.
rosé.
Yeah, or
That's
rosé.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like three like dominant grapes they use in Champagne: Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier. And it's kind of like a blend of those, but Blanc de Blanc being 100% Chardonnay.
That's great.
And then they blend different vintages and stuff. And this is mostly
This is
2010.
like 50 different parcels of wine that they
Yeah.
blended into one thing.
2010. That's a good age, right?
2010, yeah,
That's
and then a
good,
little
right?
bit of, and then 20% 2008 and 2009. So it has
cool.
a little bit of other vintages too.
Cool.
And then
Thank
they-
you for
they
this.
make it.
It's
Yeah.
tasty. Yeah, I've told you at the bar. I've been getting into prosecco. These sparkling whites and sparkling rosés are my jam right now. This fits right within that wheelhouse. So thank you.
That's what I was thinking.
For your
We were hoping for
consideration.
some bubbly for you, so we were happy. You were like, oh, that
Yeah, I'm
fits.
into it. I'm
He
into it.
also is really into sparkling wine right now. I have inside information, so yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I would use my insider
Thank you. I
knowledge.
appreciate that.
My
Yeah.
insider trading and make a big deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so Sanger Estate. And it's actually kind of crazy is that it's a school where they make this wine. So kids can go there, like high school kids can go there for like 6 months and work with winemakers. And then they like co-make the wine together.
Okay.
And then they've been doing this for like, I think it's like 60 years.
So it's a student wine.
It's a student.
Every bottle has contributions from students, or there's a chance. I'm confused.
Every vintage.
Every vintage.
Every like release of it, yeah, is like partially with students and partially with like winemakers who work at the school.
Okay, and when we say students, we're talking like adults.
It said high school on the
High
website.
school?
Yeah,
That's wild.
isn't it?
See,
yeah.
that's where my head went first. But then I was like, no,
But it's
because
France.
but it's France, and
Yeah.
and also students of winemaking could be any.
I mean, a lot
age,
of them like come up in their families
Yeah.
and just pass it down. So I
Oh,
guess a lot of
wow.
people are learning young.
It's just a different culture over there.
Yeah, they don't care. And
That's
also,
wild.
this is a Gregory Condez selection. Thank you, Gregory
Oh,
Condez.
yes. Thank you to our sponsor, Greg
Yeah.
Condes.
Shout outs to Greg.
Thanks, Greg. And you can pick up this wine. I think the retail on this is like $49, so it's actually super affordable for champagne.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
not
that's
too
really
bad.
Grand Cru Champagne. Holy cow.
Yeah.
This might be for me. I like it because it's not super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to get better at how to describe.
This is a
My
brut, I believe. So that's not the driest
like-
level, but it's definitely not sweet.
I like it because it's dry. And it's not too sweet, but it's got a great flavor. This feels like the type of jam like New Year's coming up. You know what I mean? Pop that and it goes down easy. And like
Exactly.
you wake up the next day without a crazy like champagne headache, which
Right.
happens. That's a thing.
I feel like
that
this
happens.
would
Oh,
be good for like welcoming people to Thanksgiving dinner. Like
That too.
walk in, hand them a glass of this.
Yeah.
To me, champagne is so specific because when you smell it,
It's the dead yeast cells.
it's the dead yeast cells. But it smells like
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
It should smell like a loaf of bread,
Yeah, it does.
right? It's
Yeah.
like really like brioche, just kind of
It's
the
that
taste.
autolytic notes,
Yep.
as they say. Yeah, because it rests on the yeast for a while, and that yeast, I mean, is the reason bread tastes like it does. It's the yeast. And it gets in the champagne a little bit.
And
This one
also-
was aged for 40 months. so
40 months, and
It's
then
been a long time hanging out with its yeast cells.
right, and then they did 6 grams of dosage per liter, and I think that's why some people get hangovers is because they add a little bit in the champagne making process. They like dosage, which is like a combination of like sugar and yeast cells, basically.
Yeah.
So like that can kind of increase the hangover potential,
Gotcha.
right?
Gotcha.
Wouldn't you agree, Ellen?
What? No, I didn't understand what you said. I'm like contemplating.
Well,
sugar
I heard sugar, so I was
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I heard
margaritas and stuff,
something-
and like
Yeah,
anything
exactly.
with a ton of sugar,
Like extra sugar,
is
yeah.
gonna like
Ellen was checking her Instagram.
What? Yeah. My cell phone is in my lap. I'm secretly. No, I just didn't understand. What did you say?
No. I said, wouldn't you agree that part of the reason why people get hangovers from champagne is because of
Yeah.
the dosage, is because of the extra.
I think I get more of a hangover from the desserts I decide I'm going to eat after I've drinking enough wine to decide that I might as well have some dessert too. Like,
That's probably true.
I feel like sugar gives a more of a hangover than alcohol sometimes.
Are you both dessert people?
Oh yeah.
You know, I can get down with a dessert, but I'm not like a dessert person. I'm more of a salty person. Like I'm more of a popcorn
Me too.
kind of salty.
I'm a savory
snack.
guy.
Yeah, I'm a savory guy.
Yeah.
I could eat salty foods. Like,
Popcorn, I think, is like one of my favorite foods.
Ooh,
Straight up.
popcorn's
I make
good.
it like all the time.
Yeah.
It's like my go-to snack.
It's really great.
Because there's something like, if I want a salty snack, I better make it myself.
I
Yeah.
can't get enough tortilla chips. So
With the
that's my
salsa.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
the salsa,
salsa.
spicy salsa, tortilla chips or a soft pretzel with the sauce.
Ooh.
The more salt, the better, basically.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
love that Tabula Rasa pretzel, though.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
soft
Tabula
pretzel.
Rasa?
Oh,
I've been there.
it's so
You had
good.
the pretzel?
They have a soft pretzel.
I have had the pretzel. It is good.
I asked for it without the butter. They brush this
I was
oil
thinking
on
about
top. I asked for I get it without
authority
the
of it.
butter.
I don't mind the butter on
It's
it.
greasy.
Yes, you're right. But what I was thinking of was, is that the best soft pretzel I've had recently?
Oh.
That's a good one. It is not the best
Where
soft
else
pretzel.
can you get one?
And let me just say, because I like Tabula Rasa.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
I don't know where to get a soft pretzel when I'm drinking. I'm so excited.
Franklin & Co.
Oh, next to you.
Yo, Zig knows
next
what's
to Frank.
up. Franklin & Co. straight up, I think has the best soft pretzel, at least on the east side.
Okay.
And it comes with like a cheddar kind of dipping thing.
Yeah.
It is fantastic.
After a UCB show?
After a UCB show, get that soft pretzel.
They serve spicy mustard at Tabula, but yeah, I'll have to try that.
Yes, that's right. They get the spicy mustard.
Ooh.
What I would like is the soft pretzel of Franklin & Co. and the mustard of Tabula
Yeah,
Rasa.
there you go.
Perfect marriage.
But we can't always
Turn
get what
into
we
one
want.
of those people who's like running across town.
Excuse me, I brought my own mustard.
brought
Do
my
you
own
mind?
mustard.
That's fine.
I feel like that's
Can I just
something
get a ramekin?
Carrie and the girls would do. Just go around
Yeah.
town getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just go around like the best soft pretzel in Los Angeles.
So there I was. Thinking about the soft pretzel I had and the man I just met. I love that show so much.
We would just monologue the rest of the show.
I mean, yes?
We were watching scenes and we're like, can we just all reenact scenes from
man.
it? Like,
So good.
so the first wine scene that popped to my head when we were talking about it was the time. Oh, you're gonna hate it. It's the movie. It's when Samantha comes back to help Carrie clean out her closet. Wait, you didn't see the first one? No, you did.
I saw the first one, but it's
And she shows up as a surprise.
Yeah.
All three. Then she pulls out one bottle of champagne, and they all go, "Whoa!" Like she just pulled out like I don't know, but not just champagne. And then she
Yeah.
pulls out a second bottle, and they scream even harder. And it's
that's
big,
pretty funny.
it's
Maybe
big
I should
girl
watch it
fest.
again.
I mean, and then there's the whole fashion montage of Carrie and all her outfits. I mean, I love the clothes.
The clothes are
I
good.
love the clothes.
Yeah.
Some say it's the fifth character.
Oh,
I guess, well, I would
I
say,
thought that was Manhattan.
well, yeah, the city should be the fifth. The clothes should
Really?
be the sixth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the boys come. Actually, it is
I
a
agree
very
with you
famous
guys.
show.
I think you guys know better than I do. What about the
Watched it.
men?
Yeah.
They're intertwined.
Just walled.
They're foundational.
Is it true?
They're just props that eat.
Props, foundational props.
foundational
yes, the
props.
girls are the foundation.
I know
Yeah.
nothing about that being female. being the foundational prop. Oh,
That's why the show. I mean, it passes.
Yeah.
It passes the Bechdel
Well,
test.
it's puts friendship, like the importance of female friendship is like I don't know what the word I'm looking for. It puts it at the top of
The essence.
priorities. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the top of the pyramid. It's the fulcrum. It's the
Do you feel?
essence.
Do you feel that that's really important for women? Do you feel like
Oh,
that's really
God.
important for women? Do you want to weigh in on this? Phil?
Yeah.
Do you even have a thought?
No. I'm so excited to hear what Ellen's about to say.
I mean, well, then I was thinking, oh, what am I saying? Because I have a larger than usual, I feel like for a lot of females, percentage of male friends. Like my best friend out here anyway is a guy. So I was like, oh wait, is it? I guess it's just for me friendship in general. But you do, as women, we bond with each other on a way that guys probably do that we don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I will say, to actually answer the question after saying adamantly that I wouldn't,
No answer.
I think in a lot of ways I would watch the show and be like, man, I don't know New York. That's not the New York City I know.
Oh, right, 'cause you lived there for a long time.
I lived there for a long time. But even I got into the show before even moving to New York City. But I would go into the city to watch Broadway shows with my family. So I was like, this is romanticizing New York in a way that I can't totally relate to.
Right.
And these women obviously are like in their early 30s
Yeah.
when the show starts. I'm like, I don't really relate to that. But I think the thing that I did relate to, which is what got me excited about the show, is what Ellen's talking about, where it's like friendship is the thing, right? Like
Keeps you going.
they fight, they have disagreements, but at the end of the day, they're friends. And also, I feel like relationships are also universal. So it's like I've never, dated the type of person that they're talking about, but I do know what it is to like somebody or be confused about stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's the friendships and the dating stuff. It's like this is great.
Right.
Yeah, I thought like a lot of I can't think of specific things right now, but a lot of the stuff about dating and life was really like, oh, people aren't saying that, but there you go. Like, trying to think of an example.
I think they kind of talked candidly about, like dating multiple people and dating in a city. And I think that's a very specific thing because there really is no structure for how to do that because you're just like, get married, meet someone, fall in love, get married, blah, 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 blah. And like, that's kind of your structure.
Yeah. And also the ladies were like allowed to be sexual.
Right.
Not even allowed. They were.
Yeah.
It just was what it was. And I think that's dope. There's an episode that so Charlie, who's been a guest on the show, one of my closest friends, he's the man. I got him into the show.
Oh.
So we were out of Covell back in like 2014. I just started on Key and Peele. He had been writing there for a long time, but we became fast friends and Covell was the spot where we would meet. And then I told him that I like Sex in the City. And Charlie, being the dope dude that he is, was like, oh, why do you like that show? Like, I've never even considered. I didn't think the show was for me or that it's something that I would enjoy.
I wonder if Camille watches.
She does.
Yeah.
She does. And so I told him, I was like, I own the first 4 seasons. If I get them to you on Monday at work, will you watch the show?
Yeah.
So I got like a stack of DVDs and like for some reason I had the movie Beer Fest. And so I like put the first 4 seasons on like the little spindle and put Beer Fest on the top just so people wouldn't be like judging him. Just in case Charlie, just in case he get embarrassed. And then he started watching it. And then I think since then he's like watched it again with Camille. So it's like,
have you ever used it to write a sketch? Have you ever based a sketch or a show or any character on a Sex and the City character or a scene?
No.
No,
I haven't.
Yeah,
I haven't. I feel like part of me is like it was such a big show, and I feel like during the show's run and maybe like 3 to 5 years after, you're such a Carrie, you're such a Miranda.
I was about to say, you say that and people know what you're saying.
Know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It was so much in the ether that it like wasn't right for a show like Key and Peele to write a sketch and like
too soon
or like just too big.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's all been done, so I never did. No.
Yeah.
Are you a Samantha, a Carrie, a Charlotte, or a Miranda?
It's funny, like coming in here, this is the one question I should have anticipated.
Oh.
Yeah,
and I feel like I've had the conversation, but I don't remember where I netted out. So I think can I cheat and do like a hybrid situation?
I think
hybrid.
most people end up hybriding a little.
Okay.
I don't think even I can answer this.
I think, well, first I will say, if I had to choose one, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm a Miranda. I think she's like a career-driven person. She pragmatic, prioritizes self-care in a way, but is aware for her shortcomings and the things that she likes and doesn't like, she knows. But also she kind of holds people at arm's distance when it comes to like the dating stuff, which I can kind of relate to.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of walls.
You're like, no.
I got a bunch of walls.
Yeah.
And so I think if I had to choose one, I'd say Miranda. But if I am afforded this hybrid opportunity, I would say I am Miranda with a little bit of Carrie.
We're all writers. We have to all be a little Carrie.
Yeah, so that's I think that's part of it. And I also think it's the part that's like a little bit like
a dreamer
that to the point where it makes you a little bit nuts. Do you know what I mean? Where you're like, oh, but this is how it should be. But my heart's here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm conflicted. Just like that energy of like being unsettled and like
I
almost,
should love Aidan, but it's not him.
Right. Or is it? Is the struggle part of it? Like, do you know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
all those elements of Carrie are like. So I'm a Miranda Carrie. Miranda first though, in that order. Miranda Carrie.
I think I would agree with that. I think I feel the same way. Because I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, I guess I'm a Miranda because I can be very pragmatic too, and like in that self-care kind of way. But then there is something about like the Carrie that
you guys, we just got a room full of Mirandas because that would be my first.
Yeah, you're Miranda too.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I feel like the dreamer and the like artist and Carrie probably there's a touch of that, and there's but mostly I'm like, if I had to pick one, I'd probably be like Miranda.
Yeah. I don't think that is if I had to guess, I think this is a rare room, I would say.
aspire for something
this is
next
a rare
to-
room.
I think most people are like, if you're posing the question, you're talking about 3. I think people are like, you're Carrie, you're Samantha, or you're Charlotte.
Yeah. Oh.
I think that's what I think Miranda's kind of written off. Like, of course you're not going to choose Miranda for some reason. I think because she's like, on the surface,
I would say
appears
not
a
going to
little
choose
plain.
Charlotte because she can be a little boring. But I guess there are people that are kind of aspiring just to be the housewife. And
yeah, I think that's true. I think what I would say is I think maybe people wouldn't self-describe themselves. I am a writer. Yeah. They wouldn't self-describe themselves.
I use words
as Charlotte, but I think people would often, like if they were to ask, if you're like, oh, describe me, I think a lot of times people would be like, oh, you're a Charlotte. I think people would probably get assigned a Charlotte more than they admit, oh, I am a Charlotte. Because I think a lot of people out here trying to get married, trying to settle down, trying to have kids, trying to have a house. That is the norm. That is the norm in America. So it's like, it's not a bad, that to me is not a bad thing.
It's a hard town to do it in, though. New York and LA.
Sex and the City.
Because you don't fucking move to LA to like meet someone and settle down. You fucking move to LA or New York to, make a career happen.
And that's why we're all Mirandas, because we're all like,
Mirandas.
work, let's get shit done. Let's I don't know. I don't know.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Cheers to
Cheers to
careers
Miranda.
and
Careers and Miranda.
and Miranding.
It's now over. You want to ask a lightning round question?
Oh, are we at
doing
lightning
What's
round
With Us?
already?
No, we're not a lightning round.
Yeah, I was going to say, what?
What?
We're not at that yet. So were you Team Aidan or Team Big?
I am. All right, I'm gonna.
Are you going to be controversial?
No, not even controversial. I'm gonna do a 2-tiered answer like I did when you asked me which of the 4 women I was. So I'm going to just say if I had to choose one, I am Team Big. I think
Carrie needs to marry.
Yeah, I think with what I'm realizing is like when it comes to like relationships and stuff, like you just feel it. You know what I mean? Like when someone's meant to be in your life, it's like it's something you kind of can't deny.
Everything that was a deal breaker is not suddenly.
It's not suddenly, and there are so many other redeeming qualities. And you can go on and on about why, despite the things that are wrong, you want to continue with that person, even if you take a break or whatever, like they did in the show. So to me, it's like you can't deny your gut. If you can, and then you won't be happy.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like Big was that guy. Like they don't belong together, but like man, they belong together.
Right.
Big was it was always Big. He was in episode 1. Of course it was Big.
Yeah.
There's something about Big. Do you know what I mean? On paper, if I'm Carrie's mom or dad,
No.
and they're like, and she comes to me and is like, seriously, I just don't know which one to choose. I look
the
at
one
that
who buys
paper.
you the bigger shoe closet, duh.
The one who buys you the biggest shoe closet, the one who wants to knock down a wall, the one who said, you broke my heart, the one who you hurt and he still loves you so much that he came back to you. I say, if I'm a parent of Carrie, I say, man, you gotta go Aidan. He builds furniture. He works with his hands.
Yeah.
He's all in. He wanted to take it slow at first. Carrie got in her head.
He was ready. He was ready to settle down, but then he'd probably want her to have kids, and Carrie wasn't going to have kids.
Yeah, Aidan is the good guy.
Yeah.
And
But he wanted to wife her up.
He wanted to wife her up.
Yeah.
She wore her ring around her neck like a necklace. It was over. It was never Aidan.
Yeah,
It was never
I'm with
Aidan.
you on that. It was always Big.
She said, I want to keep it close to my heart. Samantha was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're not ready. She almost threw up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, Team Aidan or Team Big, people like Aidan more.
No, there are people out there who are like, oh, I wish she had, like, that was the wrong choice. I'm like, no.
No, it
She'd
definitely
have been miserable and suppressed.
Also, the artist guy, what's his name? Aronofsky or whatever? Is that his name?
Oh, wait.
Oh, the dancer guy?
The dancer guy.
Yeah,
Not Aronofsky. I'm thinking Darren Aronofsky, the director.
Mikhail Baryshnikov.
Baryshnikov.
Yeah.
The ballet dancer. Oh,
All you
yeah.
think of was like Gorbachev.
That
which
was an interesting trip on the side.
Yeah, I mean that's some season 6 shit. Like, I think he was good though. Part of me is like he is Mr. Big like on steroids, and that's too much for Carrie.
Yeah.
Like this artist guy who is kind of like
Come down from breakfast and
you
there's
know what I
all
mean?
the assistants in the room already.
and he's got like a little bit more of an edge than Mr. Big, but that's too much edge
and
for
she's
Carrie.
gonna get left on the wayside.
She's gonna get left on the wayside. He's swallowed up in his work. So I'm team Big with the caveat that if I were the father or the friend or whatever of Carrie, I'd be like, I don't know if it's really apples to apples to you, like go Aidan.
Yeah,
he's gonna treat you right.
Okay, well here's a parallel to wine. Are you team champagne or team Cremant or a prosecco or cava or
Don't even
type
know.
of, okay.
You said 2 things I don't even know what they are. Cremant, cava, what?
And different types of sparkling wine. Like there's some people who are champagne purists. Like they want the champagne from the region, the actual champagne, and then there's like a lot of different types. And some people, like I'm a cava person.
What's cava?
It's made in Spain. It's made the same way as champagne.
Spanish sparkling wine.
Yeah, and Pinotage often.
Pinotage.
Well, actually, it doesn't have to be usually from around there in Catalonia.
I went to Spain last April. It was fantastic. So I love that. I bet I'd love that Spain stuff. But I like Prosecco. I like the sparkling. I'm a sparkle boy.
A sparkle
Sparkle
boy.
boy.
Sparkle boy through and through. Yeah.
But like champagne is probably the most renowned, the most
Yes.
requested, and everyone just calls it champagne a lot of times. They call it sparkling wine, but
I think champagne might have like a branding problem.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I think champagne, like when I go to Covell,
Yeah.
the context in which I 98% 8% know you.
The 2% is
The 2% is this. We're building.
Yeah.
This is a real moment right
stones.
here. Although I love it feels better or more natural for me to ask for a prosecco or a sparkling white or a sparkling rosé because it's every day. Do you know what I mean? Champagne
Right.
is such a special occasion drink that I feel like
See,
if I
you
ask
know
for
that. A lot of people don't know that.
Don't know what?
That champagne is separate from all those other things.
Oh, yeah. I'm starting to get a little bit of education, but like to ask for champagne, I feel like it'd be like,
What are you celebrating?
What am I celebrating? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I think that's a thing. Maybe that's not a bad thing though.
But it's also just like a price point thing too. I mean, like champagne is just expensive to make. Like
Sure.
there's no like. I mean, even the cheap way to make it is still expensive.
It's like kava's made the exact same way, but people like
That's
pay
true,
so
yeah.
much
So much less for it.
champagne method.
What's that about?
What is that about? I don't know. I know. I just.
I mean,
got
it's a lot
question.
harder to grow. Well, I'm not exactly sure what all the conditions and all the DOCs for kava are, but I mean, Champagne's just a brutal region, and the land is expensive.
The land is expensive.
Although haven't they lived there? Well, yeah. Why is Champagne so much more expensive? I don't know.
I think maybe they've done actually a good job of branding themselves.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Like
maybe
French
you're right.
wine in
They've done
general
a
too.
really
I mean,
good-
French wine in
yeah.
general is expensive. Like
Yeah.
Sancerre, I've watched the price of Sancerre go up
Oh, I know.
$3 a bottle
Yeah, I bet you're right. You know, it's just
because of popularity.
yeah. I bet you're right. I mean, I'm sure.
Maybe they're like trying to like cash in on that. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like kava should be more expensive. I mean, it's crazy the way they make it. It's like each bottle requires all this individual special care to make.
But Spanish wine doesn't like have like the street cred, like the worldwide street cred that
Gotcha.
champagne does.
Yeah. Everybody knows champagne.
Champagne's your friend.
Everybody knows this dude.
Champagne's got your back.
Champagne.
Yeah.
Champagne's out here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cava. Take your cava. Get out of here. I like cava though.
I'll take my kava.
Alan, you take your cava.
I'll take my kava and I'll run back to Spain, where I came from. No,
Try some cava.
I've never been.
You ever had street cava?
We're all
Is
going
cava
to
on the
Cavell and
street?
drinking kava now. Come on.
No. Yeah. We don't have. We rarely have it at Covell.
People don't know it. They're like, "What's kava?"
No, I'm going to ask for it.
Yeah, you start. Why isn't
You
here
created
yet?
a monster.
Do you guys have kava right now? I'm really into kavas.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
I had a boss. I used to work in advertising, and I had a boss who was a wine enthusiast, and he always talked about this stuff. He's like, he was British. I'm not going to do the accent. He was like, Phil, you got to try Pinotage.
Pinotage.
Like South African wine?
Yeah.
Is it good? Where can I get it? Where can I try it? What's the
that's a
deal?
good question
You
too.
could buy it at a like K&L.
Yeah,
probably.
But you're
No.
not in. You guys, both of you aren't into it.
It's fine.
I mean, it seems unnecessary.
It seems unnecessary. It's a Franken grape.
Yeah.
They like cross like two grapes with
It's
each other.
Cinsault and Pinot Noir crossed, and it's I've had some that's okay, but I guess it's more just like so you can say I'm drinking. I don't know. I mean, maybe it might be it's one of those things where South Africa is keeping all the good Pinotage to themselves and not exporting it here. I don't know.
I did have
mean,
someone
you
say
try
that
it, though.
South African wine in South Africa is amazing, and that if you're down there, don't
I've heard
don't-
stuff about Australia too, like a girl who's grew up there, and she's like, yeah, they like hoard it. They aren't sending it to us.
It could be that, yeah. But yeah,
Gotcha.
or maybe they're sending it to Britain,
Okay.
to England.
Okay.
But it's
Just
a
wanted to
very
ask.
specific. It's like being like, what's great is Napa cabs or Malbecs from Mendoza, Argentina. It's a very specific kind of wine.
Okay. So he was bragging a little bit. Okay,
I
little-
guess,
little
but he's like bragging in like his own little like cubicle. When he's working, when like you should be looking at the whole office.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like he's like, oh, this one cubicle's the shit. It's
If
like,
I were
okay,
gonna
well,
brag
what
about
if you're
wine-
eating popcorn and you don't want to drink a heavy ass fucking spicy fruity red?
He's a good guy.
You guys, Shaughn has some major aggression towards
He was
Pinotage.
such a good boss. If you're listening to this, you know who you are. You were my mentor. You
Okay,
were
okay.
towards the end, my
Okay,
friend.
Okay, guys, I'll sit down.
It's okay,
Oh
Shaughn.
my
Can I put my
Gosh.
jacket back? I was
just
like,
hopped
I
out.
jumped
Shaughn, let me give you a cold glass of Pinot Noir.
When I drink champagne, I get very aggressive. You
We
guys,
all
watch
do.
out.
It's the bubbles. Just
The bubbles, they
coursing
make me
through our veins.
very defensive of my friends, my new friends, my 2%, 3% friends.
Now we're at 3.
I'm really
charging,
enjoying.
yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
really feel
We're
like
iPhone charging
as
right
the
now.
hour goes by, I can really see the friendship.
Well, I already have your number in my phone. I don't even have Charlie's number in my phone.
Really?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad
I
about
only
it.
have Camille's number.
Yeah.
Charlie,
Well,
playing hard
between
to
us
get.
all, we've got each other covered.
Well, guess who we're dialing on this show now? Zig, how do we make that happen? On speaker. Just kidding.
Well, like Charlie met my brother, my sister-in-law the other night. Oh yeah,
Older, younger.
Older. I'm the youngest. I'm the baby.
Nice, me too.
Yeah?
Same.
Brothers?
We're all baby
Sisters?
baby Mirandas.
Baby Mirandas.
Yeah.
Older brother.
Older, middle brother, oldest sister.
Okay. Youngest of 3? Yeah, I'm youngest of 3.
Youngest of 3, yeah.
Yeah. But
That's cool.
2 boys.
2 boys.
Yeah, siblings are great. I mean, I think I would have to have siblings.
I feel
with my
bad for
kid if
people
I'm gonna
that
have
grow
one.
up without, like, because I feel like you learn about, and also I feel like it's good to get back to like Sex and the City and gender roles. I feel like it's really helpful because I have friends who've grown up with just sisters, and I feel like there's like it's helpful for people to grow up with all genders in their household to hang out and
I
relate
think
to.
any sibling you get is good, but it's always nice to.
I think it's nice to have like an ally when you're a kid. Like the kids being kids and then the adults can be adults or,
That wasn't my experience.
Oh, really?
But
You didn't-
yeah,
you weren't
I mean, it was
close,
just but it was nice to have we're friends now, but it's like
Not when you're younger?
Yeah, but as a female, I feel like it's just like you observe things about guys like generally like that you wouldn't know if you didn't.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm getting into super girl talk here.
No, it's okay.
I mean, we learned that like if you guys are watching something and we try and talk to you, you're not going to hear a word we say. It doesn't matter how much you nodded your head. Like
Right.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like screen time. Mm-hmm. Screen checkout.
Yeah, I don't know. Just basic stuff like that.
Yeah. My siblings, we were each 5 years apart. So my sister's 10 years older and my brother's
wow.
5 years. So
You weren't in the house with her a lot.
so yeah, she was. I mean, by the time she went off to college, of course, but then it was around. But
Come
it
back
was
for holidays.
But yeah. But it was like one of those things where we never really fought that much because we were kind of spread out.
Right.
Kind of like really either like serendipitous timing on my parents' part or just like purposeful timing. Because like me and my brother and sister, we just never really little spats here. But on the relative scheme, the way that certain siblings, can have like blow ups, we just never really had it because we are always kind of at a different life stage. And now we're all kind of just adults and it's like, hey, it's like all good. So I feel like pretty fortunate.
Are they back east still or are they out here?
Yeah, my brother is in North Carolina. He's a doctor.
Oh, wow.
And my sister is in New Jersey. And she is a vice principal and has been a vice principal since she was like 25 or 26.
Wow.
Yeah, they're monsters.
Wow, that's crazy.
Beast.
Yeah, I have like successful older siblings too.
Same.
It's like, ugh.
Lawyer older brother.
Come on, yeah.
Lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Lawyer brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patent lawyer in Chicago.
Ooh, yeah. Not fucking around.
In the Shy.
Chi-town.
Yeah. I love Chicago. It's so good to have a relative there, so I have excuses.
Yeah, I got some relatives there too.
It's a good town.
Shout outs to Adrian. Shout outs to Ansu.
They're listening.
I mean, I think Adrian might hear this. Or maybe I'll just tell him to.
Yeah. Adrian, listen. You get a
Adrian,
shout out.
you got to check
Thanks,
this
Adrian.
out. Yeah.
Hope you're staying warm in that cold Chicago winter.
Cold out there, Adrian. Hope
cold
you're
out
staying
there.
warm.
That is the one downside to that town.
Yeah, right. Do you want to get into some lightning round questions?
Lightning round. Bing, 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 bing.
We ask you some questions.
Yes. And I got to keep it short.
No, you can keep it long.
Okay.
No, you're good.
Lightning round with long lightning round.
Yeah. Lightning
I'm
round.
here
We
today.
call it that?
I'm here today to break form. I wish you brought those cosmopolitans.
Oh, shit. No, I got
We would have
disappointed.
really flipped it on his head. No, but this is really good. This is really good
I was
champagne.
kind of looking forward to them, and then we decided, no, we'll have to do cocktails on the show, and I'll just have to have more parties to make people Cosmos.
And your sponsor's like, here's wine. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
I also made a little person out of
nice.
the cage
Oh my gosh.
of the top. It's a little person wearing a little hat. That's a little
It looks very
akimbo.
French.
It's a little
It's like a half
askew.
beret.
Yeah, like a little half beret.
Yeah.
It's like a little omelet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Bonsoir.
Oh, he's walking.
Bonsoir, mademoiselle. Bonsoir, monsieur. Ça va?
Ça va bien.
Merde. Merde la vie. Oh, maman. The end.
He just fell over.
He fell over.
He's dead.
It's a wrap.
He's been drinking. Yeah.
Lightning round. I think
Lightning round. Oh, I'm going to ask a question.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
we're
So
gonna
I
ask
got
some
distracted.
questions.
I'm going to a little punchy today.
He's been very punchy. This is amazing. You were so tired when we left.
Get that second wind
I
in
love
you.
it. I love it.
Boom, 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 boom.
He was like,
Yeah,
I'm
let
done,
go.
and now he's like dancing.
He's up.
Yeah, he's up. It's a bubbles, man. Those bubbles are bubbling up.
go to your head.
Yeah.
Blanc de Blanc.
Blanc de
Got
Blanc.
Shaughn
In the
feeling
house.
nice.
Sex in the City.
Blanc de Blanc and Sex in the City got
Uh-huh.
Salted pretzel.
you.
Yeah.
That's my cry out.
Oh, that's your shout out. shout out to salted pretzels,
Yeah,
guys.
dude.
Shout out
to salted
Shout outs
pretzels.
to all the salted pretzels in the world.
I
Spicy
was
mustard.
just getting my dance on. Okay, this is a fun question. This is really fun.
Yeah.
How many bubbles are in a glass of champagne? Like if they
Is
counted.
it a glass or a bottle? The question.
It would
Are we
be
asking?
will be in a glass.
Okay.
Like if you were to pour a glass of champagne and it sat there, Like how many bubbles would be produced in the time of it making bubbles?
Would that not depend on how fast I drank it?
Yeah, you're not going to drink it. You're just going to watch it.
Why not?
Well,
Then what are we doing?
because it's science.
Okay.
Because in science, you don't drink. You don't have.
Okay, so how many bubbles does it produce?
Yeah.
Until like it's flat and there's no more
Until
bubbles.
all the
Exactly,
carbon
yeah.
dioxide is out of dilution.
Okay,
But
so
it
this
does-
one is
so
not
it-
super bubbly. I was
it
going to
does
use that
vary.
as a frame of reference. So on what, like a prosecco or like a
Champagne.
champagne?
Glass of champagne. No, yeah. These glasses are not the best
They're not
example
good. You
of it
can't see
because
them.
All right, so I'm gonna ballpark. I'm not a
it's a ballpark number.
Okay, so I am not like a super champagne knowledgeable enthusiast person, but I would say usually
It's kind of like guessing the number of jelly beans in a jar.
Yeah.
yes. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you through my thought process. So this is the long
Okay.
lightning round. There's usually like 2 or 3 or 4 like strands of bubbles that like pop up,
Right.
And then it seems like in a regular glass you'd have like, man, it seems at least like 50 bubbles to the top.
I mean,
Do you know what I mean? Like you could stack
boom, boom,
you could
boom, boom,
stack
boom,
50
boom, boom,
bubbles. So
boom. Yeah.
50 bubbles on a loop times 4. So now I'm going 50 times 4. Now I'm 200. Now 200 bubbles are essentially coming up nonstop.
nonstop.
Right. Nonstop.
So I would say 200 nonstop over the course of 1 minute.
Wow, I like how
Infinity
he's breaking
bubble-
it down.
I know.
Fucking science.
You should have gone to law
200.
school. That would be the type of questions they.
Oh man. So we're talking like I think we're talking like
It's a big
I think
number.
we're talking like 5,000 a minute. So now
So now before it goes flat.
So now before it goes flat and it takes
This
what
is
it'll
amazing.
probably take like I imagine it takes like at least 4 hours for it to get flat, completely flat.
Right.
But also the bubbles aren't being produced at a steady
Same.
rate. It's
Right,
always
right.
diminishing. It's a downward
we
slope.
need a graph. We need some calculus.
Yes. So 5,000
We need some differential
so, yeah.
equations.
So 5,000 over 4 hours would just be 20,000. So that'd be 20,000 and that's 20,000 a minute
Yeah.
across across
But
200
diminishing
across
exponential-
240
but
minutes. Hold on.
exponentially
Hold on.
diminishing,
Hold on. I
though.
don't care about that.
Oh, no.
I don't care about that anymore. 5,000 a minute.
This is a
times
parabola. upside down
240
parabola.
minutes.
Oh no.
Okay, now here's a number I have, and I think it's greater than that number.
Okay.
It's 1,200,000, but I
You
think
are
it's
so
more.
close.
But I think it's more.
No.
You're so close.
It's
no,
not more?
no.
It's less?
It's a little bit less.
Oh shit!
It's so close though.
But
I mean, that was
you're
so
basically
good.
right.
1,100,000.
1 million is the average. Within a million.
High five for
We
that.
out here.
Wow, that was awesome.
We out here.
That was amazing.
That was amazing.
That was
You guys-
actually.
I'm going to give you 50,000 points for that.
That might be
No
like.
one's ever
Thank
gotten
you.
50,000 points.
No.
Thank you so much.
you
Thank
can-
you.
And that was just the first question. Oh my gosh.
Wow, you guys, to
That-
watch that, it was like a beautiful mind. He has all this like string on the
Math at
wall.
work,
There's all
yeah.
these equations that he has mapped
Yeah,
out.
and the thing that I felt was that I feel like I was underestimating the stack of the bubbles to the top, which is why I didn't
Well,
account for the diminishing bubbles
In
over
truth,
4
we
hours.
would
Yeah.
have really had to tell you like what size is this a champagne
But I
coupe?
thi-
Is this a champagne flute? Is this
I was
yeah.
thinking flute.
Yeah, that's what I
it
figured.
is flute. It is flute. I
Okay.
should have specified.
Okay,
but
yeah. I assumed flute as a standard variable.
Yes.
Standard not a variable. That's not the variable as a standard.
Were you a math kid? Were you a math?
No.
Oh.
Can't stand math. I'm decent at if I really focus,
Yeah.
like I did just then.
Just then?
My brain's done for the night. Like the writing stuff
that was
always came
amazing.
easy. Thanks so much.
That was amazing to watch.
That was fun.
Figured that out.
That was actually kind of fun.
Wow.
Let's ask
Where
a
do we even
Sex
go
and the
from
City beverage centric
Oh, okay.
question. What's in? How do you make a Cosmo?
I have no idea. It's got olives in it, gin.
No. Oh,
What
no.
am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a martini.
You're thinking of martini.
It's a version of a martini. It's a take on
Yeah.
martini, but yeah.
I have no idea. It comes. You sift it out in the sifter.
You shake it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to strain it eventually.
Like I said, I was into the show for the friendships
Yeah.
and for the dating
Not
stories.
for the mixology.
Not for the Manolo Blahniks.
Oh.
Although
This is where you
the
and the
outfits were tight too,
female-
though. Yeah,
Yeah, so, I mean, at least the way I make it, citron vodka. Some people just use
vodka, of course.
Oh, vodka.
Vodka,
It's basically-
Cointreau, cranberry juice, lime juice, and yeah, is that it? Wait.
Sometimes you can put Campari in it.
Well, that's what Ellen Clifford does.
That's what
I'm
Ellen
the only
Clifford
person
does.
I've ever heard of doing that, but I put a little Campari
Okay.
in my.
Yeah, but usually it's like cranberry juice and
Okay.
An orange
vodka.
spirit.
Oh,
and, yeah.
okay.
I'll never
And
forget-
lime, a
yeah.
lot of lime, or at least a lot of lime if it's good. The way I make it. I should have batched them. Ugh.
Hey.
I got
Yeah.
lazy. I was running around. I'm like,
We're gonna be friends
do
after
it,
this.
yeah.
We're gonna
be
get
friends after
Cosmos.
this.
Okay.
I was doing a catering job when I first moved here, and a bartender didn't show up, and this guy's like, "Can you bartend?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "No, I did not." I was like 22 years old, and it was like for a 007 movie, and it was the bar like right by the door where everyone came in after the premiere.
You were the guy.
I was the guy.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I had a full meltdown of like I couldn't make it these drinks.
Damn.
Mojito,
people were
bring
like
it on.
Cosmos, this, that. I just ended up just pouring vodka into martini glasses.
Honestly, though, at a premiere, though, I bet people were like, "That's really all I wanted."
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's really
I
what I
remember
wanted.
two people
Just
like
wanted some
laughing at me
liquid
and just being like,
courage
"Thank you so
and,
much." And they gave me like $5. Like people that got it, they're like,
Yeah.
"You don't want to fucking do
Yeah.
this." And Kate and like I used to do that too. Of
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
here's
That's great.
$5. But anyway, yeah, it had such PTSD from making martinis. Anyway,
Sorry, I didn't mean to trigger you.
yeah, Ellen, I'm a minefield.
He's in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking
Yeah.
He's throwing
Cosmos
shakers.
and my old boss are your triggers. Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew? Someone you had no idea about before today was going to be the thing that can literally turn you into the Hulk.
The more I get to know Shaughn, the more I'm like, he is a complex human
Yeah.
being.
Aren't we all?
I'll put that in my
That's
trigger
true.
journal.
He's got a trigger journal.
Journal.
Oh my gosh.
Note to self: don't talk about Phil Jackson's ex.
One more question?
One more question.
One more technical
Or yeah,
question,
or
and
yeah.
then we have one more question.
Sure.
Do you mind? Oh, okay. So
Me?
yeah. Do you want to ask? You want to ask a question?
No, I thought you. Do I mind? I don't mind.
I mean, to me, it's just like because
No,
you
ask
asked.
away. You had the better champagne question.
So this is the Grand Cru champagne.
Grand Cru with the Blanc Blanc. Yeah.
GC with the BB. What is the classification below Grand Cru? Like, what is the like kind of basic version?
I
What's
mean,
it called?
Is it a thing I would know?
You might know it.
One
yeah.
of the words is the same.
Yeah. So it's a blank Cru.
So what's a Grand Cru?
But you just said it because I was working a movie.
You're moving your mouth, but there's a black filter.
These days, this is the time of year.
A Premier Blanc.
Premier.
Grande. Man. Now I'm
Shaughn,
out
take
of
this in
France,
our
too. Premier Cru.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Premier Cru.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Premier Crew.
Yeah. You need them. You gotta have this premieres backing you up.
I'll give you
So you're gonna
5,000
be
points just for
Thank
lip
you.
reading.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was hard. That was harder than the math problem. Trying to lip read through complete darkness. It's just a straight up black.
Yeah. I don't actually like say the word when I lip read it, just like over enunciate.
I was
my
like, does
lips.
he know I can only see above the tip of his nose? Like, I don't think he
He's
does.
got a full-on filter over a microphone in front of him.
I don't think he knows. I think he thinks he's helping. Yeah.
It's just his eyes are getting wide.
I was like,
and small.
send it to me tacitly.
And I'm just here on guard.
on guard.
In case he rages out again, because
Yeah.
Shaughn has been
You
lashing
guys,
out
you don't
tonight.
know. I have a lot of triggers.
It's one of those days. There was a full moon a couple nights ago, last Friday. So
Oh, maybe that was it.
yeah.
He's a were rager. I don't know, aware something.
Aware psalm.
Yeah, aware some. Yeah.
or
Aware
just,
psalm.
Angry some.
or just like a werewolf. Werewolf. I think a primary characteristic of a werewolf is uncontrollable rage.
And being triggered by the moon.
And
Your nails are
Yeah.
looking
Michael J.
healthy.
Fox.
yeah, Michael J.
Just kidding.
Oh shit.
You want to ask another wine question? What time is it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we have time? Wait,
Yeah,
what
we
time
got.
is it?
Yeah, it was 6. Like, yeah, I know. It's we can go to the final one.
Oh yeah, the final question.
Yeah, right. Or yeah, go to the final one.
Let's go final.
What is bringing you
Joy.
Joy?
We're going unison for that
That's
one.
it.
What's
Yeah.
bringing you joy?
Yeah.
I think that's a fantastic question.
Yeah,
It really
it's
is.
just after school special. I'm
Well, we
putting
figure
it
we
to a
get people
jingle
here
now.
complaining, so we want to end on a good note.
Yeah, we just
so.
want you know
Yeah.
anything.
What's bringing joy to your life?
And it could be a jingle. It could be the jingle I just sang.
That does bring me joy.
Does it?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
great.
You don't have to say that.
It was in the moment, and it felt natural. I liked it.
But it can't be your ex-boss or
No.
or what was the other thing?
What's my other?
Because we don't want to
martinis.
trick-
Martinis.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
it could
no.
be, but we
Premieres.
can't tell.
No, we can. We have our secret.
They're having a secret talk over there. You guys. They pulled their microphones next to each other. They're not like, it's so weird.
Making that noise is what's bringing me joy.
I can hear you. I'm right here.
Oh my god.
Excuse me. What's bringing me joy?
Yeah.
what's bringing me joy and like keeping me sane.
Yeah.
Recently is the thing. Is the thing that I feel like I talk about too much with my friends and stuff. I've been taking walks.
Oh.
Walks are so good.
Take a walk.
As someone with a broken foot right now who's missing my
sorry.
reservoir walks,
Oh yeah,
I'm with
I
you.
walk around the reservoir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been Monday through
best.
Thursday this week. This is Thursday. I've been here every day this week. It allows me the time to think about what I have to do for the upcoming day. It
Are
allows
you a
me
morning walker?
Yeah, I'll leave my house at 7:20.
Wow.
Get up at
I
like
admire
7:10.
that.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't do it after work. Like
Too late.
it allows me to think about life, like macro things, goals, aspirations, things I'm frustrated about. Just listen to some good music, you know. So that brings me joy. Also, it's like, it's also like the physical aspects of it. Like I'm a little older now. Like I played basketball, but I'm kind of on break because I was like my heel was fucked up and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, walking doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Ha.
And it allows me time to think. I get ideas and stuff. So that brings me joy. And I think the broader thing that would be my line in the same. I'm giving 2 answers for everything.
Please.
I like it.
It allows me to think about the
Mashup.
things that I am and appreciate the things that I'm thankful for in the moment. I'm thankful to be working. That brings me joy. I'm thankful for my friends who you guys are now friends with and also see at Covell all the time. Like I feel like I've got a good set of friends in like here in LA, which I'm thankful for because it doesn't always happen in LA. It can be a very lonely place. So that's bringing me joy.
Yeah.
Trying to keep that attitude of gratitude, you know what I mean? And like just be thankful for the things that I got. Didn't mean to get all deep and shit.
No, it's good.
It makes me think. I watched a little
Yeah.
bit of that like web thing you did, Mr. Popular.
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
Where
yeah.
like it made me laugh. I watched like the first like 4 just to see like what the ending would be.
Yeah.
It's about this. You can explain it. But.
Yeah, so it's just a guy. It's Mr. Popular is a man about town, played by myself, who it's just a soundtrack, and it's him hopping around town, and he's got a secret synchronized like unique handshake for every person that he comes in contact with. But then the end of each video you hard cut to him basically being super depressed and alone
Crying in a
home.
shower.
Yeah. So the most popular guy in the world has like no real friendships, is alone on his birthday, and like
It's so true though.
I like and feel like that. You go around and everyone's like, hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
And I know people like that in LA, and I'm like, God, because I see them being this person. I'm like, but no one really knows you, and no one.
100%. I think in retrospect, if I were to
too good.
if I were to reassign what that series, quote unquote, is about, I think it's about like social media.
Totally.
I think it's about like Instagram and
I have
stuff,
so many friends.
Twitter and Facebook. It's like we only see the good parts, and like part of me is like that's why I like Instagram because you just see the good parts and people aren't screaming about what they're angry about.
Oh, yeah.
But then the other side of that is like, but what's really going on with you?
Yeah.
I'm not always happy.
Totally.
But like it's weird that like we have to put on like this like
I'm fabulous.
don't.
I'm doing this thing.
everything's great.
Can you believe this meal I'm
Look
having?
at my
Can you believe where
I've
I'm at?
thoroughly done so many posts that are just me glowering that say FML. Just like,
And granted, but the weird thing is like
but that goes with my goth persona.
Of course. But also, it's not even a criticism as much like as an observation. Because I fucking love Instagram.
Yeah,
It's
I love
the
it too.
best.
Yeah, that's
I
my
love it
favorite
too.
of all the social.
But like, it's just like
medias.
sometimes like when I like am not in a good mood and something's on my mind, I'm not posting a picture like, yo,
Yeah.
out here feeling depressed. Like it just doesn't happen. And I think if I had to reassign what that series was a little bit about, I also wish if I could do it again that I had more of like a narrative for the things that it cut to. Now we're talking about a thing that everyone listening has never seen.
They're gonna have to go watch it.
Watch Mr. Popular. I did it many years ago. I wish it like culminated in him like meeting his father, or like there was like a thread that like informed you as to why he never lets people in. Or why, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
But also that's why you make stuff to figure out how to get better for the next time. So
That's why we do it, man. Just
why
keep
we do
doing
it.
stuff. Thank you so much for being here, Phil.
thank you
This
so
is
much for
so
having
much
me.
fun.
Thank you for
This is
the
so great.
thank you for the Blanc de Blanc.
Blanc de Blanc.
Delicious.
Do you have like a Twitter or anything if people want to
yeah.
follow you on?
I don't tweet that much, but
Or do you have
An
or
Instagram?
Instagram?
yeah, my Twitter is the same as my Instagram. It's Phil Augusta J, PhilAugusta, and the letter J. And I actually haven't been Instagramming a lot either, but I'll be back at some
Hey,
point.
sometimes you have to just step away from
Sometimes
it.
one has table reads to attend to. So
Sometimes you
you
gotta
got some good
Sometimes
things.
it's got to work.
Yeah.
Well, cheers. Thank you so
Cheers.
much, man.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
This is a
it.
pleasure.
Cheers, Zig. Thank you.
Zig. Shout out to the
Thank you,
homie Zig.
Zig.
Yeah. Bup.
Yo, dudes, that was fun, right?
Super fun, dudes. Champagne, 1 million bubbles.
Oh, yeah.
figure
that.
it out. I know, that
So
was
good.
like insane.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, UCB, for letting us come in and use your little studio.
Thank you, Gregory Condes, for your amazing wines.
Thanks for Covell people for starting it all.
Thank you, WSETs, for putting together a class. Thank you, Courtmasters.
Thank you, Wine.
Thank you, Wine. Thank you, Grapes. Thank you, Sunshine.
Oh, thank you, photosynthesis. Yeah, we'll be back next week with more fun.
More fun. Who is it next week, Ellen?
We got Jason Booth from Wine for Sophisticated Homies, and it's a BOGO. He brought along Bree Booth, his lovely wife, who joined us for the fun.
She was great.
Yeah, she sipped along. She had witty things to say.
Cool. Well, enjoy your week, guys. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thanks.
I just drink wine. I don't fuck with IPAs. I just drink wine. I don't fuck with minute maids. I just drink wine. I don't fuck with coffee mates. I just drink wine. Give me red, white, or rosé. Don't touch me, motherfucker. I'm a sommelier.
This has been a Boardwalk Audio podcast. For more information and shows, visit boardwalkaudio.com. Don't forget to rate and subscribe now.